All right, let's talk about Excel. Are you tired of that constant clicking, dragging, clicking? Just feels like you're wrestling with it, right? Well, you're not alone. But in this explainer, we're going to change all that. We're going to ditch the mouse, really master the keyboard, and unlock the kind of speed that makes you a true power user. So, you ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first, let me hit you with a pretty wild statistic. A report from 2022 found that the average office worker spends nearly 40% of their time in Excel. Just think about that for a second. That's almost 2 full days every single week just living in spreadsheets. That's a massive chunk of our work life.
So the big question is, where is all that time actually going? I mean, are we spending it on brilliant, creative analysis? Or is it just getting eaten up by those tedious, repetitive, almost mind-numbing tasks? Yeah, I think we both know the answer to that one. And you want to know what the #1 culprit is for all that waste of time? It's this thing right here, the mouse. You know the drill, clicking through menu after menu, trying to drag select hundreds of cells, hunting for that one little button. It's just the slow lane to getting frustrated. The fast lane? It's been right there under your fingers the whole time. The keyboard, that is how you unlock warp speed in Excel. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll lay the foundation with creating and saving. Then we'll get into the core stuff, editing and formatting. After that, we'll learn some serious power moves for selecting data. Then, the ultimate unlock, macros. And finally, I've got a little challenge for you. All right, let's jump right in. Section 1, the foundation. Look, every single project starts with these 2 basic commands. You see this? The classic blank workbook. It's a fresh start, a world of possibilities. So how do we get one of these open and save our work without ever touching the mouse? It's easier than you think. Okay, these 2 right here, they need to become muscle memory. Ctrl+N for a new workbook. Ctrl+S to save. It's that simple. Think about it. Why are you wasting seconds clicking File, New, or File, Save, when you can do it instantly? Seriously, burn these into your brain. They are the absolute bedrock of a faster workflow. Okay, foundation is set. Now let's build on it. Moving on to section 2, core tasks. These are the everyday actions, the bread and butter shortcuts you're going to use constantly. Ah, yes, the holy trinity. Cut, copy, and paste. I know, you've probably seen these before, but in Excel, they are non-negotiable. Ctrl+X to cut, Ctrl+C to copy, and Ctrl+V to paste. Mastering this trio isn't just a good idea, it's basically a requirement if you want to be fast. So let's put this into practice. Imagine you've got a column of data you need to move. You just highlight it, hit Ctrl+C, boom, that data is now copied, just waiting for you to tell it where to go. Okay, so moving data is one thing, but making it look good is another. You know, raw data can be a mess. But with some quick formatting, you can make your spreadsheets clean, professional, and actually easy to read. And yeah, you can do this instantly too. These are your go-tos. Need to make a header pop? Ctrl+B for bold. Want to emphasize something? Ctrl+I for italics. Need to underline a total? Ctrl+U. See? These aren't just random formatting options. They're quick ways to add clarity and make your work look polished. All right, time to level up. Section 3 is all about power moves, and we're going to solve one of the most frustrating things in Excel, trying to select a huge amount of data with the mouse. You know, that endless scroll? Yeah, we're done with that. It's time to select like a pro. Just look at the difference here. The mouse method, you click, you drag, and you keep dragging and you hope you don't overshoot it. The shortcut method, you click the first cell, hold Ctrl and Shift, and tap the down arrow. And bam, the entire column is selected. It doesn't matter if it's 100 rows or 100,000. It's instant. And it doesn't stop there. Here are a few more for your toolkit. Want the whole column? Ctrl+space. The entire row? Shift+space. Need to select absolutely everything on the sheet? Ctrl+A. With these, you are in complete command of your data. No more fumbling around. Okay, deep breaths. This is the big one. Section 4, the ultimate unlock. We're talking about macros. This is where you go from just using Excel to actually bending it to your will. We're not just going to use shortcuts anymore, we're going to create our own. So what in the world is a macro? It sounds complicated, but trust me, it's not. Think of it like a tape recorder for your actions in Excel. You hit record, you do a series of steps, clicking, typing, formatting, whatever, and Excel watches and remembers everything. Then you can play that entire recording back perfectly with a single shortcut.
And creating one is surprisingly easy. You just go to the View tab, find Macros, and click Record Macro. Give it a quick name, no spaces, and assign it a shortcut key. Then, you just do the task you want to automate. Let's say applying a specific font, color, and bolding to a header. Once you're done, you just hit Stop Recording. That's it. Your custom shortcut is ready to go. And this is the real power. Like the quote says, you can automate your work. And that means any formulas, any data manipulation, any action you can think of. That tedious report you have to format every Monday morning, automate it. That data you have to clean up every time it's exported, automate it. If you can do it once, you can make a macro to do it for you forever.
Okay, we've covered a ton, but learning this stuff is one thing, actually using it is what matters. So that brings us to our final section, your first challenge. It's time to put these new skills into practice. So let's just recap. You've learned how to create, edit, select, and even automate. Just stop and think about that. You are already a faster and more capable Excel user than you were just a few minutes ago. That's a huge win. So here's your challenge. I want you to think right now about the one repetitive task in Excel that drives you crazy. You know the one I'm talking about, the one you have to do over and over again. Your mission is to automate that task with a macro. That's it. Figure out what it is and build a macro for it. This is how you really make these skills stick. Now go on. It's time to conquer those spreadsheets.